Good evening, everyone. We'll start this podcast in another 30 seconds. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to After Hours with William O'Neill India. My name is Rajshekar Kongari, Equity Research Analyst. I am part of Market Smith India team, which looks after model portfolio. Before we go ahead, disclaimer for this podcast is that whatever stocks we discuss are intended only for educational purpose, should not be taken as an investment advice. Let's look into how the market played out by looking at Nifty's intraday chart. This is a 10-minute candle chart taken from one of the major broker in India. Uh, Today, you can see Nifty had a good gap up opening. Mostly global cues were very strong. US market closed nearly 2% higher yesterday. So overall Asian markets were also trading in the positive territory. So in the Indian markets also gapped up. Even in the pre-bell, we were talking about higher opening, and as expected, in Nifty opened on the higher on the gap up opening, and then you can see it traded in a very narrow range in a zigzag manner. There was no intraday momentum on the index. It moved sideways with the volatility. You can see the range of today's intraday. It is less than less than 100 points, which is a very less when compared to the overall base, that is 17,400, out of which only 100 points movement was seen in the today's range, which is considered relatively lower. If you look at the daily chart, the Nifty, you can see that intraday range, which was I was talking about, is very low. You can compare with the previous day's range. Today's candle is very short. That indicates the uh, trading range is lower. Also, this red line is a 50 DMA. You can see intraday Nifty tried to reclaim that level. However, on the closing basis, it closed slightly lower than that. And also the magnitude of gain was not sufficient for us to change the market to consider it as a follow through day. Hence, we are continuing to be in the rally attempt. We are looking for a clear momentum on a particular day, and Nifty advancing more than 1.5% on volume higher than the previous session, so that our conviction will increase and we'll be start adding stocks to our model portfolio. Until then, we'll be staying silent, and we'll be looking for stocks which are resilient and which are near the pivot levels. You can see if the Nifty reclaims its 50 DMA in the next upcoming session, then then it will be trading above its all key moving averages, which is a good sign. Only one thing, that is FTD, we are waiting for. Otherwise, the overall market structure is slightly improved when you compare with the low it has made in the previous month, that is 16,700 level. From there, it has moved 700, 800 points higher, and also it is reclaimed 200 DMA and 21 DMA. Today, Nifty PSU Bank was the top gainer on the sectoral front. Uh, this is the yesterday's candle. Today's candle is not updated yet. It will be updated later. Yesterday also, PSU Bank has closed very strongly. It closed near the day's high, and the volume was also significantly higher when compared to the previous trading sessions. It advanced more than 3% yesterday, and today also it advanced nearly 3%. So it is 6% gain in just two trading sessions, which is a very good sign. It is currently trading above its all key moving averages. You can see all the 2100, 50, 200, all these levels are reclaimed, and it is trading above that level. Coming to the Nifty 50 again, the top gainers of the index are Adani Ports, is where that is PSU Bank. This is the reason PSU Bank has gained the most. SBI has a high weightage in the sectoral index, PSU Bank index. And other key stocks which have gained the most are M&M, Mahindra, Bharti Airtel, and L&T. On the decliners front, there are only the number of declines were around 11 out of 50 stocks, and the magnitude of decline is very low. You can see the biggest decline is the PPCL, which has declined only 0.78%. This shows that overall momentum was on the positive side, and today the buying has also happened on the broad-based. If you look at the sectoral view, you'll get a clear idea how the various sectors have played out intraday. Apart from Nifty Pharma, which has declined 0.1%, all the other sectoral indices have closed significantly higher. Nifty PSU Bank was a top gainer with 2.9% of gain, followed by Nifty Media 1.6, and FMCG Nifty Auto have also gained more than 1%. And all the other indices have also closed more than 0.5 to 0.9% higher. So this shows that the overall buying which happened on the market today is a broad-based buying, which is a good sign. If there is any sector-specific movement, then the overall market will not perform well. But if the various sectors, if all the sectors are doing good, then definitely the general market, that is Nifty, will do well, and the probability of stocks doing well will also increase. Talking about some of the stocks which have reported their earnings today, intraday. Gujarat Fluorochemicals have come up with results. Revenue has increased more than 51% to 1,400 crores. PAT has increased more than 74% to 360 crores. State Bank has increased their interest rates by 0.3. This is on the deposits of more than 10 crore and above. This is because RBI has been increasing the repo rates consecutively in their MPC meetings. Likewise, the banks have also passed on the interest rate hike to the loans, and as expected, the deposit rates are also increasing simultaneously. Some of the other companies which have reported that the results are Newgen Software. Again, their revenue has increased 20% sequentially to 226 crores. That has increased nearly 58% to 30 crores sequentially. One of the positive sign of the positive outcome of the result is that EBITDA margins have expanded 640 bps to 16.6%, which is a very good sign. And other two companies are Raj Industries and PSP Projects. Many companies have come up there with results, but these are the few major companies which we thought which will be having a good traction in the market, and these are stocks which are having good market cap and good O'Neill ratings. Even though we are in rally attempt, we have been looking out for stocks which are resilient and which are trading in the right side of the base patterns, as mentioned. And this is one of the stock which is looking very good on both fundamental and technical parameters. You can see today it has advanced more than 5%, and the volume was lower than the average volume, but it was higher than the previous trading sessions. You can see past 5 trading sessions volume was very lower. Today some volume has come in definitely, but still the overall volume has been has stayed below the 50-day average line. If the volume comes up and if the price action stays strong, then it is definitely a good contender for addition. Look, you can see the ratings on the fundamental front. EPS is 91, indicating a strong fundamental profile of the company. Technicals have also been very good. RS line has trended upwards recently, and it is currently moving sideways. RS rating of 70 is a okay rating, and ABD rating is pretty good with A minus. This is because there are more number of blue bars when compared to the pink bars. Pink bars have been below average, whereas the blue bars have been above average. That is the reason ABD is very strong. And one of the other parameter which we look into is I, that is institutional sponsorship for the stock has been increasing sequentially. You can see it is from September to December there is a decline in the number of funds, but from there the company has found good support from the institutional investors, and it has currently nearly 40 funds which are invested into the company. So overall, on fundamental and technically, the stock is looking very good on owning parameters as well. And coming to the price action, also it is very strong. Only thing is that the overall market structure is not strong enough for us to take fresh additions. However, if you have this stock in your portfolio, you can consider holding it, and you can keep its 50 DMA as a stop loss, because it has good support at its 50 DMA. Thanks for joining the today's after hours. Again, tomorrow we will be having pre-bell at 8:45. Please join as well.